Well,
we're back.
If you're new to the channel, my name is Curtis. Welcome. Today I'll be giving you my first impressions and be giving you a review of Akdeniz by Unique Luxury. So I ordered this sample from Max Aroma, so I'll be spraying it for the first time and giving you my thoughts on it. A couple weeks ago, I had also reviewed Aquatic by Unique Luxury. If you missed that video, you can check it here. And yeah, after spending a bit more time with that fragrance, I realized that it is definitely full bottle worthy for me. It's a very boozy, kind of oudy fragrance. Yeah, so I was really impressed with Aquatic and that brand, Unique Luxury. So I was really curious to try another fragrance from them. So I picked Akdeniz, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correct or not, so please forgive me if I'm butchering the pronunciation. But I believe Unique Luxury is a Turkish brand, so this might be a Turkish word. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, so basically, as I mentioned before, got this 5 ml sample from Max Aroma. So yeah, let me open this up here. And we'll see. Oh. It looks like it is leaking, and I can smell it. So yeah, it looks like it's leaking because I obviously have not used that. So it has a leak in it and it feels a bit wet. That's a bit unfortunate, but okay. It's all good. We'll get through it. All right. Yeah, it is definitely leaking. You might be able to see that on my finger. Yeah, it's a bit wet, but it's all good. All right, so let's give this a spray. All right. Oh wow, okay. This is really, really strong. It's projecting very heavily. It's definitely an aquatic. Getting some fruity notes for sure. Maybe some pineapple. Yeah, it's definitely very ozonic, almost kind of sea breezy like. Okay. Yeah, and there's definitely like an undertone of like leather. You can definitely pick up on that. And it kind of feels like there's a slight greenness about it, but I can't tell exactly what note it is. But, oh man, this stuff is strong. Holy smokes. This is pushing off extremely heavily. I'm not sure if I'm too crazy about the smell. It's an interesting smell. It's a unique smell. It doesn't smell like your typical blue kind of aquatic fragrance. It definitely has more depth and character. So I'm curious to see the dry down and how this has evolved or changed. So let me take about an hour, let this fragrance dry down, and I'll come back with some more thoughts about this fragrance. All right, guys, so we're back. A little over an hour has passed, so I can give you my thoughts on this fragrance. So basically, this is still pushing off extremely strongly. It may be a bit too strong. I mean, it has filled up this room. When I left and I came back, it smelled just like this fragrance. So it projects extremely heavily and it lingers. It might be, for my own personal taste, it's a bit too strong. So yeah, just be warned. But I would say overall, this fragrance is fairly linear. I would say probably the fruitiness has slightly toned down and that leather note has pushed a bit more forward. But for the most part, nothing else has really changed. It's fairly linear, but it is so strong. It's so strong. This is crazy, especially for like an aquatic fragrance. You know, if you're gonna consider this fragrance an aquatic, performance is nuts. It is nuts. I think in general, fragrances from this brand Unique Luxury are very strong in general. Aquatic, the other fragrance I reviewed a few weeks ago, was kind of the same way. Not as strong as this. This is crazy strong, but it definitely pushed out and performed well. So if you're looking for good performing fragrances, then you should definitely check out Unique Luxury for sure. As for the note breakdown, in the top, we have C notes, grapefruit, and lemon. In the mid, we have pineapple, apple, myrtle, thyme, lavender, and white flowers. And in the base, we have leather, musk, cedar, sandalwood, amber, vanilla, and patchouli. So I would say in general, if you enjoy aquatic fragrances and you also like the note of leather and you're looking for a fragrance that is fairly unique and extremely powerful, then this would probably be the perfect fit for you. As for me,
is this fragrance full bottle worthy?
No, definitely not.
Like, it's just not my style. I'm not a huge fan of aquatic fragrances. It doesn't smell bad, but I would also say that it doesn't necessarily smell the most natural to me. It doesn't smell overly synthetic or anything, but something is just not sitting quite right with me. But yeah, it's definitely not full bottle worthy for me. But yeah, I will spend a bit more time with this fragrance and see if maybe my thoughts and opinions change. But considering that, you know, from the beginning until now, the scent has been quite linear, so I'm not sure exactly if my thoughts will change so much about this fragrance. But yeah, overall, it's a decent fragrance, but just not for me personally. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's content. And let me know down in the comment section, have you tried any fragrances from Unique Luxury? Or have you tried this fragrance that I reviewed today, Akdeniz? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that house, but also this fragrance. All right, I hope you guys are staying healthy and well, and I'll see you in the next video.